Hello Earth. Welcome to the 12th episode of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming language and environment called Cell. You're looking at it, it's open source, so if you want to understand what this is about and you're just tuning in, I recommend you jump to episode 1, which is in this channel, or you can just take a look at the repository to get an explanation. So I'm going to continue where I left off, which is basically bootstrapping the thingy, and we already had some code here. That's what we did on the previous 11 episodes. And I just need to open this. It's been a few days. So yeah, I remember that the put function wasn't working, but it did some damage, which is good. And then we're going to fix it. And so we basically are trying to implement two calls that we're going to submit through here, which is this. Think of this as a command area where we send well, they're not commands, they're calls. We have the apologies if you already follow the other episodes. I'm repeating myself, but for now I'm just giving some context. We have this little thing called the Organization of Digital Information Systems, and we're basically going to use that as our conceptual guide. So all this to say that here we define what a call is. So this interface is going to allow us to make calls to Cell and then submit them, and then we are right now looking at the entire data space of this Cell. So it looks really dystopian, like you get a 1990s virus in here, so we need to fix it, but we will get there. So here's the wish list of things that we're going to work on today. So it's like fix put. We need to fix put first of all. We need to then I decided to pay the price up front. So feel free to, if you want to look at something more fun, maybe tune into episode 15, something like that. Or maybe you have fun with this stuff. That's why you're here. But I'm going to implement support for quotes. I'm going to implement support for multi-line calls, and also quotes that have, let's say, multi-line text in them. I'm going to support it all, so I don't have to be walking on eggshells, and any valid fourdata, which is the data format that we use, is supported. And then I just don't have to think about it, and it's we can just have fun. There's no limit. And then better checks on fourdata, which is I want a single representation. Yes, I will explain shortly, although there's no chance in hell we're implementing this today. So we, for example, in fourdata, I want to forbid this type of thing, because you cannot really map this to, let's say, JSON, because foo, by virtue of being text, you know it's an object. So far so good. But then what is bar here? It's, you could say, okay, bar actually is also an object that has an empty text on it. Sorry, not an object, the hash. And so is hello. But you have to interpret this, and you could say that this is the exact same thing as this in fourdata. And I don't like having two ways to represent the same thing. I think there should be only one way to represent one thing. That's gonna make our lives much easier. So I decided against forbidding this. So basically, whenever you have, let's say, a fork and something maps to a hash or a list, those two elements have to have a value to the right. Otherwise, we're not going to consider it as a valid fourdata. And that's it. And this doesn't have to do with JSON. It has to do with the fact that this is, to me, is pretty meaningless. I cannot really know if bar is the key of a hash, or the key of a hash that points to a quote, or something else. Something tells me this is a incomplete. So we'll go with this, and if we realize that this was a bad idea, we're going to change it. But I would rather tread on firm ground from the beginning. Anyway, enough pontification here. I need to get cracking. So let's just try to understand exactly why put is broken. For that, I need to restore this stuff. I need to restore the thing. By the way, I'm listening to music, but the volume is 0 for you because I don't want to infringe copyright. But it's really good. Okay, we restored it. So I just basically change that to Boolean, so it sets the data space to this basic thing. So let's just look at the put. What's the issue with the put? This is the code. This cell.js is getting loaded here. This is running locally. So I go through the lines. I just completely forgot about this function, how it is. So I get the data space, and then I just set it. Yeah, okay. So this is the offending line, probability. Actually, no, these 3 could be the offending lines. So let me check I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording. Good. Because the other day it stopped recording after a while, which was disquieting. So I don't want that to happen today. So yeah, data space replace existing lines. Okay, so what are we doing? We're looking. Let me put the full album. Sorry, because I just put a single song. Yes, this is a good album, definitely. Really good album. So what message did I send the other day that broke things? I think I just did something like put foo.bar. This is not going to be valid. Yes, it says the last response. It gives me an error. Call must start with at. Okay, because there's something here. Last res. Look at this. We're basically setting a part of the data space to say the last call was this, and the last the message, and the last response was the result I got here. If I call it response, why do I call it result? Let's just use proper naming. Let's be confusion. When in doubt, be more confusion. So if I comment this out, and actually this thing of changing the null is starting to get old. The null for resetting the data space. So let's just do it here. Let's just, well, I'm pretty sure we have to do this many times. So let's just do it. Sorry, I'm just thinking. We call reset. Okay, we have the data space there. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet. So I have the data space there, and then I just set it this is the state variable that draws the whole thing. So now if I do, okay, what did I break? W. I must be really blind. What am I doing? Nothing. That was weird. So let me just do b call reset. Boom. Didn't work. Why didn't work? I'm setting a local variable, a global variable there. That's not good. Okay. Okay, now it's completely ignoring me. Let me just do this. Now I'm trying to test reset. Okay, it's not working. The reset is not working. Why is it not working? I don't get it. This is my own library. I have no excuse. Okay, it's setting it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Actually, no, I'm not an idiot. I think it's just not refreshing things. Oh, yeah, of course. So the reset needs to do this. And if we do it twice, we do it twice. It's not a problem. Tick, tick. Yep. I can't wait to have an ambiguous notation for code in fourdata where I don't have to think about the spacing of the lines or not. I can't wait. Yeah, now if I set it, boom. Yeah, all right. I think I put too good of an album right now. It's distracting. It's really good music. Okay. Let's just try to be half as cool as the Happy Mondays, and we'll do just fine. So we reset, initialize, and send. Okay, now go back to where I was. We're just breaking things. So the put, if I don't do that, let's just see if I can do like a plain put. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But it, okay, let's try something else. Let's reset. Okay, so let's put something that doesn't exist, like hello handsome doesn't exist at the I cannot even type, come on. Okay, that almost worked. I just need a new line there. Okay, put. Where are you, put? If there's no existing lines, I add a new line and then I put the message below it. So why would that? See, I have to console log still. How long? Let's reset. I have to be patient here. So hello, there's a line that matches. I am getting this message and I'm getting and I'm getting empty text. See? Yes, you people that like strict types, you should be laughing at me right now. This is my moment of being in the dirt. I have at least twice of this per episode. So existing lines. I got the message and I split it by new line. So I wonder what I got in the first place. I'm just curious. I should get an empty text. Actually, let's read our own code to see if it even makes sense. If I get something that I have no match, oh, I get an output joined by new lines. So if output is an empty list, oh, come on. I get an empty text. That's it, which is correct. That's what I should get. So I think that was a stupid way of adding, not stupid, just wrong. If I get the message and I split it by new lines, I get the why am I splitting the existing lines? That makes no sense. I should not split the existing lines. I'll just get the message. If existing lines equals an empty text, just append. Otherwise, do this replacement that is, I'm pretty sure is wrong. But we'll be fine. Just hang tight. All right. Okay, that didn't work the second time around, but the first time around it did work, which is encouraging. So now, what am I replacing? I get oh wait, I should not get the message. I should get, what am I getting the message? Let me just reset so we always work with the correct data and we avoid stupid bugs. Well, it took me 15 years to get to those realizations. Okay, the message is hello and foo. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to get that. Yeah, sure. But then I should not look for the whole thing, right? Should look for that -1. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is one of those Zen riddles. If I am putting hello foo, I need to find hello, not hello foo, because there could be hello bar, and if I set hello foo, it will get replaced by hello foo. So I need to find one less than the value. But it's not always the case, right? How much should I delete? I actually solved this problem a long time ago in a very different setting. I was trying to create a database on top of Redis that would store arbitrary JSON expressed as paths. And I remember struggling a bit with replacements, like how much to delete and how much to add. So it's gonna be fun to tackle this. I completely underestimated put last time around, but that's good because now we're in a good spot to tackle it. Let's just think it over through test cases. That always gets one out of stasis. So let's say put hello foo. I need to replace all lines with hello, right? Because I'm really setting hello. I'm thinking about the case where you just say put hello and nothing else. You're basically deleting hello, if I remember correctly. That was the implementation we gave it. Yeah, well, it's basically a way to delete it. Okay. Maybe we'll have to remove that because it will generate a lot of mistakes if you forget to pass a thing. I don't know. If we have a quick undo, maybe not. Anyway, we'll get there. So does this cover all the cases of nestedness 2? I think it does, 1 and 2. So then what we need now is, let's say we have put hello foo1 bar 2. It's the same thing. Why don't I use my own notation? That's better. But I'm not using quotes where I should, but you catch the drift. So this would be also delete all, replace all lines with hello. Well, this is interesting because it doesn't matter for what to see what I have to delete. I don't have to. I don't have to. It doesn't change. Like what I'm going to set it to, put it to. It doesn't matter. What matters is what is before. So the question is, what is before is whatever is there minus the last element. No. It's basically the last element, the next to last element of each of them. And I have no I wonder, like at what moment I'm constantly interrupting myself in my head. That's why I'm not even able to speak. So let me just look at it like this. So let's say we have hello foo1 and hello bar 2 and you have yip 3, right? So if you do something like put hello foo1 and bar 2, I'm not expecting you to respect this yip 3. I'm expecting you to remove it. It should be gone. Okay, that's good. So in that case, I'm really removing everything that comes in hello completely. Now, in which case would I just insert stuff in the existing structure? For example, let's say we have hello 1 and 2 and here we have and then we just say put hello 1 bar. So in this case, I want to respect the 2 yip. So could it be this is quite interesting. I wasn't expecting this. But could it be as simple as saying that the moment in your put that you fork the thing, I basically consider the moment it turns into a, well, it's always a hash right here, like hello, well, not even a hash. The moment that it splits into 2 lines, I consider that to be a value, and I overwrite everything that where that goes. But until then, I just stick to it as is. That's a very interesting thing. I was never expecting this result, but it sounds very natural. Is this a good pattern? Because let's look at why. Let's try to understand why are we being so weird right now. Like in any God-fearing, warm-blooded language, you would do something like foo equals bar, or let's say foo bar equals yip. You have this nice equal sign separating left from right, good from evil. But here, we've gone all fluid. So there's no equal sign, but in my mind, somewhere my reptile brain decided that the moment that there's a fork, and the moment that, I hope you can see my cursor here, I'm looking at put hello foo bar. Where's foo bar? One over top of the other. From that moment, I see the leap. So basically, it would be like hello. This is, let's say, the, I suck at ASCII art, but you catch my drift. This is a path, and then you have foo and bar. This needs to go down, and this is value, anathema, but it makes good sense. I don't know why. It's like I'm just going straight up on this line, but the moment I set that, I replace the whole thing. So I'm setting this whole path, which allows me to do something like foo.jip.bar equals bam. The moment that you split, the equal is either the moment that you give me a list or a hash with 2 or more keys, or it's the last value. That's the point where path and value separate for the purposes of overriding. I love this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it and figure out if it works. Yeah, because it would be outright misleading to leave a yip here 3. Like, where do you determine things? At some point, we'll need to do like very targeted operations, perhaps, but then you can do them one at a time, or you can get stuff and splice it. I think it's a really good heuristic, although you will have to learn it. I wonder if I'm going to get head mail one day about it. We'll see. So all of this to say that I need to find that little point where the left side becomes the right side. Go get that left side and pummel it with the thing that comes in. And I'm still not sorting things alphabetically, which, oh, yeah. Man, this is some work, eh? But I think it's just a matter of just coding, and deciding. Oh, apologies. Oof, I got a bit tired. So, how do we figure out where it splits? Because the message is really not parsed. Well, right now we're going with single line calls, right? So I guess we need to change this when we get more sophisticated. So in this case, we can do message is a list. We can do slice 0 and -1. So we ignore the last element. We just append it. All right, I think this will work, believe it or not. This is a typical video. I speak for 15 minutes, I change one line of code, and then I did something. That's the ratio. So, loose fit. Yeah, and then I just do something about you. Didn't work. Why didn't work? Ah, look at that. Because in that case, I should have found. It's not just pummeling or appending. It's also about finding where to put. So I need to I need some insertions that are at the specific place. I need to sort this alphabetically. All right. Let's see. Is the record over? That was no way. It was just a mix, weird mix. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah, but we need to. It makes no sense to support any of this stuff. Like, I'm thinking whether I should be doing this or not right now. But quotes, multiline, better checks, sort of alphabetically, I think it jumps to the top because it really talks about, okay, we need to find the point of insertion. So where's the point of insertion? So what's the algorithm? So you start going backwards. Let's say the message has a length of 3. Okay, first try to find elements 1 and 2. Are they there? Fantastic. Replace it. Is it not there? Then find just 1, the first element. It's not there? Okay, it's there. Wait, if it's there, you cannot pummel. You can only pummel it if it's the value. sorry, if it's the path element that is just before the implicit equal sign that we're putting here, in that case, yeah, you can pummel because that's the point. But if not, you cannot pummel. You have to insert at the right spot. Tricky. So there's really three cases. No entry, add, append, entry, overwrite, and or how do you call it? The part of the path already exists, so you have to find it, and finding it is going to be tricky. How multiline was our support for get? I think we were supporting full-on things in get. Let's just reset. But I think our get was pretty decent. Oops. So if I do get foo, sorry, it's just add foo. Receive foo.bar 1. Yeah, call and response. I was just doing it here. I was just sidestepping. If you give me add foo, why? Because it has to be like this. It has to be parsed. I mean, okay, let's just not cheat anymore. Yeah, bar 1. Okay, it works. It gets me everything. If I do foo.bar, yeah, it gives me 1. Doesn't exist. But basically what I want is that if I do foo, I get everything. Let me try something else here. I want to do this. It will work, but I want to do it anyway. Yeah, I'm resetting it. And if I get foo, yeah, let me just put the response. Yeah, it respects the indentations perfectly well. So the get doesn't have to be concerned with indentations, or does it? No, I don't think so. I think the get doesn't have to be concerned with indentations, but the put definitely does. The put has to put things correctly. Add the indentations and then sort things alphabetically. Man, this was some work, eh? But we're getting there. At least we figure out what the put is broken. So I'm not sure if this is hard or I'm just slow right now. Could be both. Yeah, probably both. But so we have the 3. Yeah, that's where I was. So you basically have to iterate this thing. Actually, first you get the existing lines to see if whatever was there, the whole thing that you're putting -1 is there. If it is, you just override it. That's the override case. So let's just figure out the easy cases first. The easy case is that you find it. So this is the easy case. I just replace it in place what I had before with the new thing. Now I have to iterate. Let's just do something. Let's just do a coda. So I can use early return. So I'm running a function done that does these 3 things. And actually it just does this. So we can do it like this. If data space is null, no, that I need. Done like this. So okay. So if we found the match just before the equal sign, to do change later detection of equal sign later to first fork. Basically we have multiple items of data. In this case I just do return. Okay, I'm gonna move this one here so it's less confusing. Yeah, I'm replacing the existing lines with the message join, and I just do it like this. I do done, boom. Okay, now I can do something like this. I can go through the length of the message -1 already, -2 because I already did the -1 here, -2. So I need to deal with the case where the message length is 1. Or in that case, it's like basically a message push and empty text. It's like you're setting everything to, no, it's different. No, I cannot do it like that. Let me just, I need to stop, but let's do something like to do. Handle message of length 1 as a delete. And then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave the code broken, I think. It's all good. We're just gonna go a stop, just iterate. Stop when you find something. So because you start at -1, then it has to be -2. So let's say we'll start at when this is let's say 1, sorry, length is 3, -2 is 1. Then at 1, I'm going to start at -2. So basically -1 minus that. Like that. And then I'm just going to be doing something like existing lines equals get message slice 0 -1 minus b, like this. And then I will say return existing lines is not equal to empty text. Yeah. And then if there's a if existing lines, then we need to handle the insertion respecting what's there, alphabetical sort, and then otherwise append also mind alphabetical sort. So tomorrow, let's say we're going to be in a great mood with a lot of energy. I'm in a great mood today, just not so energetic. And then we're going to tackle this put function properly with the 3 cases and the insertion with the alphabetical sort. And that's going to be really good, because if we do that, then we polish off these 2, and that leaves basically quotes and multiline for later, for future episodes. But this is a good basis. If we have get and put and it looks good, it works good, we can really build on this. We have a machine. I mean, we still have to add we already have reference, a machine with reference, if we have that. So we need to add conditionals, and we need to add sequences, which are like functions. Yeah, but on a good foundation. I'm ready. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.